Thank you for tuning in. We have some breaking news. An Ontario court has dismissed an appeal from Michael Rafferty. He is the man convicted of kidnapping, sexually assaulting and killing 8-year-old Tori Stafford. Rafferty was found guilty in 2012, 3 years after the Woodstock, Ontario girl was abducted and killed. Today, his lawyers were in court asking for a new trial, claiming the judge made several errors. Rafferty's girlfriend at the time, Terry Lynn McClintock, pleaded guilty to first-degree murder and testified she was the one that delivered the fatal blows. Tori Stafford's father reacted outside the courtroom. Let's listen in.
All the information that was put forward in 2012 landed him where he was, and that's exactly where he deserves to be.
Rod, you seem to be pretty loose and kind of cool in there. I saw you shaking your head a few times. I mean, what was going through your head as we were saying?
Well, it was basically we have to go along with no matter what we hear, right? So for the most part, we had a basic idea. We hoped on a basic idea that it'd be over fairly early, and it turned out that way.
How do you feel about how it went down, that, you know, the Crown didn't even have to make their submissions, the judges just kind of came back?
That just goes to prove that the trial lawyers we had, the Crowns we had in London, and the justice there did their jobs accordingly, and couldn't be any more proud.
Ron, did you come in here pretty confident that this is what was going to happen?
I'd like to say yes, but on the inside you still have that don't know what's going to happen feeling, but for the most part, yeah, we kind of felt pretty good.
So how do you feel right now, Ron?
Amazing.
You feel like you can move on now?
In a sense, yes, we can move forward and continue working on ourselves better, and yeah, he can go back and rot.
Ronnie, when did you find out that this whole process was going to happen? At what point did the Crown contact you guys and say, listen, there's going to be an appeal attempt?
We knew it was coming right from the get-go, like when everything started up. As soon as everything started going on in London, we had an idea that the appeals would be going on as soon as something would happen afterwards.
All right, that was Rodney Stafford, Tori Stafford's father, just outside the courtroom, expressing relief at the decision that there will be no appeal. Joining me now with more is CTV's Austin Delaney. And Austin, we heard from Tori Stafford's dad saying that the Crown didn't even have to make its case, that the judge just came in and automatically gave a verdict. Can you tell us what happened in the courtroom?
Well, the judges went away. It's a 3-judge panel. Went away for about 20 minutes, came back and said the appeal was dismissed. And in the courtroom, the family erupted into cheers, saying justice has been served. Rafferty's lawyers had been arguing that Terry Lynn McClintock, the co-accused, who's also pleaded guilty to first-degree murder, is a liar and she's not to be believed. She initially told police that it was Rafferty that killed Tori, and then at his trial, she testified that she was the one that actually did it. The other argument was that Rafferty was never afforded to be considered accessory after the fact, that he was charged with first-degree murder, and his lawyer argued that the jury should have had that option, an accessory after the fact, and but the judges knew from the get-go that that wasn't going to fly, because they said that accessory after the fact is not connected to a first-degree murder charge.
All right, I understand we have some reaction from Mr. Rafferty's lawyer, so I want to take that now and give that to our viewers. Let's listen in.
Mr. Schwartz and Mr. Leibovich, the Crown Counsel in the case, have acted with great cooperation and professionalism throughout this very difficult case, and that allowed this matter to proceed in a much more efficient way.
Do you see any grounds to seek leave to the Supreme Court?
I can't speculate on that.
But how are you feeling? Are you a bit surprised that it happened that way?
My feelings are completely irrelevant. I'm an advocate for the case, and my duties are to the administration of justice and to my client, and I hope I've fulfilled that.
Still, it doesn't happen really often that a case such as this gets dismissed right up.
Each case is different, and it will depend on the factors of each case. So that I don't think you can say that correctly.
Did your client feel that he had a good chance of appeal?
I can't discuss anything that my client and I have discussed. That's privileged information. He will be informed directly.
Can we get your name from him?
Yeah, Paul Calarco. C-A-L-A-R-C-A.
All right, Austin, we just heard from Paul Calarco, Michael Rafferty's lawyer, basically just saying that, you know, the appeal process went quickly. He has no comment on what his client was thinking or feeling. He'll be informing his client. Michael Rafferty not in court today, obviously.
Not in court today. It's very, very seldom in an appeal court situation that the accused would be in court. It was a bit of a Hail Mary pass on Rafferty's part. He had a right to it. Tori's father said, you know, if he was in Rafferty's shoes, he would have asked for appeal as well. But the jubilation from Tori's family just in the courtroom, just the shouting out loud, the justice is served, the clapping, and just a reminder of how far this has gone. And now Rafferty will, as Tori's dad says, will rot in jail. I'll send it back inside to you.
Yeah. All right, Austin Delaney with the very latest. Thank you.
You're welcome.